You're losing deals because it takes you a whole day to reach out to new leads. Your support tickets are sitting in a queue while customers get frustrated, and your team is drowning in manual tasks that eat up 10 hours every single week. This is how businesses literally burn money and lose clients because they rely on manual processes instead of running on automation. We are On The Fuse, your elite HubSpot partner, and today we're talking through everything HubSpot workflows. So in today's video, we'll be covering what a HubSpot workflow is, the 5 workflows every business needs to make more money, a step-by-step guide to build your first workflow, and finally, best practices and common mistakes that you'll need to avoid. Okay, let's jump in. A HubSpot workflow is your 24/7 assistant that runs on autopilot. Think of it as an assembly line for your business. When an event occurs, like your website's contact us form is filled out, it will automatically handle everything that happens next, such as sending an email, SMS, setting the lead source and lifecycle stages. And when used right, businesses see a 129% increase in leads, a 36% more deals closed, 37% faster ticket resolution, and their team can handle 40% more volume with the exact same headcount. Every workflow has 3 essential components. One is the trigger. This is the event that kicks everything off. When someone submits a form, a deal closes, a property changes, or a specific date arrives. 2 is the action. These are automated steps that execute in sequence, like sending emails, setting fields, setting tasks, or sending notifications. And 3 is the goal. This defines success and tells the workflow when to stop, like when a lead becomes a customer, or when a ticket gets resolved, or even when someone completes a form fill. It's basically like setting up dominoes. You push one and then everything falls into place. Every single time, no human error and no forgotten steps or leads that fall through the cracks. So here's the 5 key reasons to use workflows and how they can help your business make more money today. Number 1, eliminate human error. Listen, we forget, we get busy, we skip steps. One lead gets immediate attention, another sits for 3 days. Workflows ensure every single lead gets the exact same treatment every time. Number 2, reclaim your time. The average business these days wastes 15 to 20 hours per employee per week on repetitive tasks. This is half a workload per week that gets wasted in hours that you guys could be spending on closing deals or speaking with clients. 3 is speed wins deals. Companies that respond to leads within 5 minutes are 100 times more likely to connect and convert that lead. So don't wait around. 4 is consistent customer experience. Your best customers shouldn't get better service than everyone else just because they happen to reach out on a good day. Workflows guarantee everyone gets your A game every single time. And finally, scale with less headcount. As your workflows grow with you, handling thousands or tens of thousands of leads with the same quality and speed without hiring more people. And guys, if you found this content useful, please give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our next HubSpot tips and tricks. Next up, we're diving into 5 real examples of workflows to help you grow your business today. Now, I can't stress this enough. If you're just diving into automation, you don't need 50 workflows. You just need these 5 to start crushing your growth goals. Workflow number 1 is instant lead follow-up. Using this, one of our clients actually went from a 4-hour response time to 4 minutes, helping them close 23% more deals in just 1 quarter. Now, to set up your speed to lead process, ensure all your form fills automatically trigger a workflow that first assigns a contact to the right sales rep using round robin distribution, then updates the lifecycle stage to MQL or SQL, depending on the type of form fill, then sends an instant Slack, email, or SMS notification to your reps with all the context they need. It creates a high priority task with a 30-minute deadline. And the result here is your response time drops from hours to minutes and lead conversions are going to skyrocket. Workflow 2 is lead nurture workflow. The problem, someone downloads one of your guides, then they disappear. You have no systematic way to stay in touch or build a relationship to offer your business's products or service. And the solution is having this workflow that automatically sends the lead a follow-up upon the original form fill. Then if a human can't get in touch, it starts automatically sending relevant content via email and SMS. If your website is connected to HubSpot, your workflow can even check if that lead visited your pricing page or other high intent pages. And if they did, it routes them to sales-focused messaging like your testimonials or case studies. But if they don't, it continues to send them standard educational content to further nurture them. Along the way, HubSpot tracks engagement and adjusts the flow based on behavior, and this is a great way to personalize at scale. You have relevant conversations with hundreds of people at once with the goal to convert them to paying clients, something that is just impossible to do manually. Next is using automation to transition your new clients from sales to service. The problem we often see here is there is no process for this. When a new client signs, they fall into a black hole between your sales and customer teams, and no one knows who's responsible. So the moment a deal hits closed won, this workflow should automatically create a service object or a type of record to track the new client. Then assign a dedicated success manager. It should generate a high priority onboarding task, send a welcome email with the next steps for the client to onboard, and notify your financial team regarding billing. Then update all relevant properties and associations. This ensures that 0 customers fall through the cracks, and it saves your internal team a lot of time. Workflow number 4 is all about client retention. This is your support escalation workflow. So when a high-value customer submits an urgent support request, without automation, it can easily sit in a queue for hours, maybe days before someone sees it. The solution is to have a workflow that will automatically route the ticket immediately to your escalation team to bypass the queue. It sets the SLA to 4 hours with automatic countdown. It also sends an instant alert to your on-call manager and notifies the account manager of the client. It creates a timeline event on the customer record and checks back in 2 hours. So if the ticket isn't resolved, it will escalate it again. And then finally, workflow 5 for anyone with Data Hub Professional, which used to be called Operations Hub. This is your ultimate data hygiene workflow. Data can get messy quickly. For example, little things like a city property, you might have New York, NYC, or NY, which causes significant issues later on when using this property to build lists or reports. So to fix this, have a workflow trigger every time someone enters data into key fields. Using Data Hub, it can reformat city names or addresses, like capitalizing properly, removing extra spaces. It standardizes phone numbers with correct international extensions. It trims down white space from all text fields. It converts data types to match your standards and correctly capitalizes letters in first and last names. So clean data equals reliable decisions. With this, your CRM becomes trustworthy once again, and it saves your team a lot of headaches. And to make this as easy as possible, we've actually put together a free HubSpot workflow template library. Inside, you'll find all pre-built workflows ideas and common use cases ideal for scaling businesses in any industry. So make sure to grab it using the link in the description of this video. And now let's dive into how to build your workflow step by step. Let's walk through building a workflow step by step. And for this example today, we'll build the instant lead assignment workflow because it delivers immediate value and teaches you all of the core principles of a workflow. So here's the step-by-step process. Step 1 in HubSpot, go to Automation and Workflows. Then click Create Workflow. 3, select Start from Template for helpful structures. Type lead in the search bar. Then select the Assign New Web Leads to Contact Owner template. Then name it something descriptive like Sales Demo Request, Lead Assignment. Step 7, you can also add a description if needed, but this is optional here. And now let's configure each part of your workflow. So first, your trigger needs to be the specific action that will start the workflow. For example, we're going to select a form submission as the trigger type. Choose your specific form, which will be demo request form here. Use specific triggers, and specific triggers equals better results. So depending on the form fill, you can add multiple filters to prevent internal employees or your existing customers from entering the workflow by mistake. Next, we're adding actions. To do this, click the plus icon. Action 1, update property value or property lifecycle stage. New value, sales qualified lead. And why this matters is it officially marks them as ready for sales. Action 2, rotate record owner. Distribution is round robin. Team members, select your sales reps here you want to send this to. And this distributes leads evenly so no one gets overwhelmed or gets favorited in the team. Action 3, send internal notifications. This can be Slack, email, or SMS. The message, new demo request from first name at company name. You can even add the industry and put call immediately. Why? This gets your reps moving instantly and make sure they follow up as soon as possible. Action 4 is creating a task. Choose the call type, high priority, and make it due in 30 minutes. Have this assigned to the lead's contact owner, and this ensures follow-up doesn't get forgotten. These are 4 actions, and that's it. But this will save your time hours every week and dramatically increase your close rates. And if you want to take it up a notch, you can even add in automated SMS and email to get sent to your lead to improve your speed to lead. Now, not many people know about goals. However, they are critical to success because they tell your workflow when to unenroll someone from automation. So for this workflow, the goal type is lifecycle stage equals customer. So once someone becomes a customer, they should exit the lead nurture flow. Next, we're going to test your workflow. And please, please do not skip this step. I can't tell you how many times a client has run mass automation that messed up their entire database. So create a test, review the action logs, and verify everything works correctly. And once you are confident that everything is running smoothly, turn on your workflow. Then make sure to, over the next 48 hours, you need to check for unexpected enrollments, monitor for errors in the logs, verify actions are executing correctly, and then ask your sales team if they're getting the notifications they need. After a week of smooth operation, you should be good to go. This is just one workflow that can help you generate more business. So remember to grab our free HubSpot workflow template library. Inside, you'll find pre-built workflow ideas across common use cases to scale your business across any industry. So grab that using the link in the description. After helping thousands of businesses with their automation, here are the best practices you'll want to follow to prevent future headaches. So before you start building, let's go through what you need to do before you even open the builder. First, map everything out. Don't build directly in HubSpot. Sketch out your workflow on paper or in a tool where you can create diagrams. What's the trigger? What happens next? What are the decision points? What's the goal? Then understand your data. Know how your objects connect to HubSpot. Contacts link to companies, deals to contacts, and if you don't understand these relationships, your workflow won't work correctly. Then clean your data. That test contact with the email test will enter your workflow if you're not careful. So delete records, archive old junk, and start with clean data. And start simple. Your first workflow should have 3 to 5 actions, not 30. Get comfortable with the basics before going in and building complex branching logic. Now, once you've started building, here is what to keep in mind. First, make sure to choose the right workflow type. Contact-based workflows for automating what happens to people, like lead nurture or onboarding. Company-based workflows for automating company processes, like account management and renewals. Deal-based for automating sales processes, like pipeline automation and notifications. Ticket-based for automating support processes, escalations, SLA management, and custom object-based for automating your unique business objects. And if you do want a full breakdown on custom objects, make sure to check out this video. Remember, the wrong workflow type means nothing will work properly, so choose carefully. Also, use naming conventions. So name your workflow clearly so your team knows what it does and keeps everything organized. For example, internally here at On the Fuse, all of our sales-related workflows start with sales. So you can name it something like sales-website contact us form. Remember, even after the workflow is running, your job isn't done. You will need to review quarterly. So every 3 months, audit all your workflows. Are they still needed? Do they need updates? Are they causing any problems? And document everything. Keep a running document that explains what each flow does, why it exists, and when it was last updated. Future you will thank present you. And finally, team training. Make sure everyone knows that workflows exist and how they work. Sales needs to know why leads are getting assigned certain ways, and support needs to know why tickets are routing certain ways. So by this point, I hope you are seeing the value of automations to help you win more business and improve client retention. But like most business owners, you're probably already wearing 10 different hats and don't have the time to figure everything out. If that is you, we offer 30-minute complimentary consultations for pro and enterprise HubSpot users. This is your unique opportunity to speak with an expert to identify why HubSpot isn't working and show you how it can help you win more business and scale with less headcount. So use the link in the description to book a call today. All right, we are almost at the end of today's video, so let's wrap everything up with common mistakes to avoid that could kill your automation and troubleshooting techniques. Even when you follow this guide to a T, problems can still pop up. So let's look at the 3 biggest mistakes we see and how to avoid them. Mistake 1 is building everything at once. You get excited about automation, build 20 different workflows in 1 week, you're jumping between projects, nothing gets finished properly, and then you end up overwhelmed. So the fix: start with 3 simple workflows. Build, test, let them run, then add more. Complexity kills execution, so start with simple wins. Mistake 2 is vague enrollment criteria. To avoid your current employees, customers, or leads who don't fit the enrollment workflow anymore, you need to layer multiple enrollment conditions and be obsessively specific. So don't choose any form submission as your trigger. Choose a specific form to avoid errors. Mistake 3 is no exit strategy. So workflows without clear goals will run forever. Customers keep receiving emails, people get sent messages repeatedly, you look sloppy and unprofessional. To fix this, make sure to always define success, such as they booked a meeting, their life cycle stage changed. This gives people a way out of the automation so your team doesn't have to do this manually. And mistake 4 is forgetting time zones. You might schedule an email at 9 a.m. your time, but your customers are across 4 different time zones. Some get it at 6 a.m., others at noon. We recommend using the send based on recipient's time zone option for email actions, or use send at intelligent time, which uses HubSpot's AI to pick the best time for each person based on their engagement patterns to fix this. If you're still getting workflow errors, but you have no idea why, here is our troubleshooting guide. If there are people who should be enrolling but aren't showing up in your workflow, common causes are the trigger criteria is too restrictive, contacts are already enrolled who have met the criteria, or your re-enrollment settings are blocking them. To fix this, check enrollment history, who enrolled, who didn't, test with a sample contact that matches the criteria, review the trigger logic if something's contradictory, check re-enrollment settings under your workflow settings. Number 2 is actions not executing. So if there are people enrolling but actions aren't happening, the common causes are email send limits were reached because HubSpot does have a daily limit. There's missing required fields. For example, HubSpot won't send an email if they don't have an email address. An integration is disconnected, like Slack, it might be broken, or there are permission issues. So the workflow owner lost access to something. To fix this, check your action history logs to see when an error came up, verify all integrations are connected, confirm required fields are populated, and check notification settings and limits. And a pro tip here. Set up workflow error notifications so you get alerted immediately when something breaks. Don't wait until someone complains or a customer gets angry at you. And just like that, your automation transformation is complete. When used right, your team should see a 129% increase in leads, a 36% more deals closed, 37% faster ticket resolution on the service side, and they should be able to handle 40% more volume with the same headcount. If you have found this video helpful today, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you do feel like HubSpot's slowing you down instead of helping you scale, take advantage of booking a 30-minute complimentary consultation with one of our experts using the link in the description. Finally, if you guys haven't already, make sure to grab that free template of our workflow so you can start automating yourself today. That's all for today's video, so we will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.